Ever wondered why some people have these quirky behaviors that just leave you scratching your head? Well, today's video is going to dive deep into the weird quirks of individuals who have experienced narcissistic abuse. It's a topic that hits close to home for many, and you might be surprised at how it manifests in unexpected ways. But before we jump into the peculiarities, let me ask you this. Have you ever crossed paths with someone who seemed to carry an invisible weight on their shoulders, an aftermath of a toxic relationship? Stick around, because we're about to unravel the mysteries and shed light on the unusual traits that often go unnoticed. Welcome to a journey of understanding and discovery. This is Weird Quirks of People Who Have Experienced Narcissistic Abuse. Seeking approval in every nook and cranny. Individuals who have experienced narcissistic abuse often find themselves in a perpetual quest for validation. This insatiable thirst for approval is a direct result of the relentless gaslighting and emotional manipulation faced during the abusive relationship. The remnants of self-doubt linger long after the abuse has ceased, leading to an incessant need for reassurance and external validation. Anticipating the unseen. A peculiar quirk that surfaces prominently is hypervigilance. Survivors of narcissistic abuse develop an overactive radar, perpetually on the lookout for potential threats or manipulation. This heightened state of awareness, while serving as a survival mechanism, can manifest in seemingly bizarre behaviors, such as over-analyzing seemingly innocuous situations or anticipating hidden motives in the mundane. Erecting fortresses with porous walls. Another manifestation of the aftermath is the struggle to establish and maintain healthy personal boundaries. Narcissistic abuse shatters the individual's sense of self, leaving them grappling with defining where they end and others begin. This quirk can lead to challenges in differentiating between genuine concern and overbearing intrusion, as the line between self and others becomes blurred. Oscillating between empathy and emotional detachment. Experiencing narcissistic abuse creates a paradoxical dance between empathy and emotional detachment. Survivors may find themselves oscillating between being overly attuned to others' emotions and, at times, detaching to protect themselves from potential harm. This emotional seesaw reflects the intricacies of healing from narcissistic wounds as individuals navigate the delicate balance between vulnerability and self-preservation, crafting an impenetrable armor. Weird quirks also emerge in the form of perfectionism. Driven by a deep-seated fear of criticism instilled during the abuse, survivors may adopt perfectionist tendencies as a shield against potential judgment. Every detail becomes meticulously scrutinized, reflecting the need for control and validation as a means of safeguarding against the scars of past trauma. Shadows of gaslighting. Gaslighting, a hallmark of narcissistic abuse, leaves behind shadows of chronic self-doubt. Survivors find themselves haunted by persistent self-questioning, second-guessing their decisions, instincts, and perceptions. This quirk, born from the seeds of manipulation, manifests in a constant internal struggle to trust one's judgment and instincts. Struggling with genuine connection. Narcissistic abuse often leaves survivors grappling with the fear of vulnerability. The quirk of struggling with genuine connections emerges as survivors navigate a path where trust is hard-won and authentic relationships become a rare treasure. The echoes of isolation persist as survivors tread cautiously in the realm of interpersonal connections. Navigating the silent battlefield. A peculiar quirk surfaces in the form of a deep-seated fear of confrontation. Scarred by the battles of narcissistic abuse, survivors may develop an aversion to conflicts at all costs. This fear becomes a survival strategy, an attempt to sidestep potential triggers reminiscent of past trauma, creating a silent battlefield within. Decoding the Unspoken. Weird quirks extend to the development of hypervigilant people reading skills. Survivors become adept at deciphering subtle cues in body language, a skill honed during the need to anticipate the moods and whims of the narcissistic abuser. This heightened sensitivity can be both a strength and a challenge as survivors navigate social interactions with an acute awareness, navigating quirks on the road to healing. In the aftermath of narcissistic abuse, individuals navigate a terrain marked by peculiar quirks. The constant need for validation, hypervigilance, boundary struggles, and the dance of empathy and disconnect create a mosaic of unique behaviors. Perfectionism, chronic self-doubt, Echoes of isolation, fear of confrontation, and hyper-vigilant people reading skills further characterize the intricate aftermath. As survivors embark on the road to healing, understanding and empathy become crucial companions. It is through acknowledging and embracing these quirks that a path to reclaiming one's authenticity unfolds. Each quirk, though born from adversity, becomes a stepping stone toward a life free from the shackles of narcissistic abuse.